In the dynamic world of packaging, resellers often find themselves at a crossroads. Do they merely take orders, or do they aspire to be something more? The answer lies in their self-perception. Are they content with a job, or do they envision themselves as indispensable partners? It's a huge difference. Packaging resellers play a pivotal role in the supply chain. They bridge the gap between manufacturers and end users, ensuring the products reach their destinations safely. But here's the challenge. Some resellers see their role as merely transactional, simply processing orders. Now, others realize the opportunity to be true partner. Imagine a world where packaging resellers become trusted advisors by understanding their clients' needs, offering tailored solutions, and elevating their value beyond measure. In our video today, we'll delve into the mindset needed in order to become an irreplaceable partner. Buckle up, let's get going. Do you want a job where you're always looking over your shoulder, waiting for the next shoe to drop? Or do you want a career? You want to be a trusted partner for your clients? You want to be dispensable? Here's how you do it. First of all, there's a mindset. It's really important that you understand if you want to be a partner for your clients, this isn't a one-time or click your fingers and suddenly you become a partner. This is where you really commit to turning pro, becoming a pro, making this a career, where the mindset is I'm going to do what's necessary to help the customer, whether I get the business or not. Because it's going to come back in spades one way or the other. That doesn't mean you do a bunch of free work. It doesn't mean you give away a bunch of free advice. What I'm saying is you basically partner or work your tail off to be a partner for your clients and make sure they respect it, appreciate it. That's a different story, but here's my point. When you have the mindset that you're going to do whatever's necessary to take care of your customer, get them what they need, help them with the packaging that they need, now you're on to something. Now, suddenly, you are not just selling on nickels and dimes, you're selling on quarters and 50 cents and dollars, meaning you are a trusted partner. There is a mindset, there is a process to getting beyond just commodity transactional sales. Does that make sense? So that's the first thing. The other thing you have to do is you've got to get past the gatekeeper. I can't stress this enough. The gatekeepers of the world, they're not buyers. They certainly don't do anything of any value other than trying to keep the ball moving, kick the can, so to speak. A gatekeeper is the one that answers the phone or tells you they're the decision maker and just fact finding, or they want your best price, or they want free samples, or they want free advice. The biggest thing when becoming a pro and turning pro as a packaging reseller, as a packaging salesperson, is to understand this gatekeeper thing is everywhere. We have to get past the gatekeeper. If you're dealing with a gatekeeper, stop. I can't tell you how many times I've walked away from projects when realizing that I'm not getting past a gatekeeper. This gatekeeper is going to do everything in their power to just get free information. They're not going to tell you anything. They're not going to give you anything. They're not going to give you insights. Now, the reason why getting past the gatekeeper is important is just what I was alluding to. You've got a decision maker and you have somebody that actually has skin in the game. And you're dealing with somebody that actually understands the problem or the scope or the magnitude of the problem. Now you're getting somewhere. Okay? That person is apt to give you their true pain, their true cost of this pain. If something hasn't arrived or something came in damaged or they can't get a hold of their supplier or their supplier completely dropped the ball and screwed them or their supplier just decided to make them a house account and they don't have a sales rep anymore, all these things are happening right now. 2024, they're happening everywhere in the packaging space from some major league companies. And these decision makers are getting screwed, and they've got true business, profitable business that we can capitalize on and partner with them. However, so many people have been trained to just go after the commodity kind of sale, the transactional. They're not dealing with a decision maker. They don't understand how to truly set up a project to make it an order that everybody wins, not only the customer, but we maximize what we can make on that, and the customer's still very happy and get paid for it. So there's those kind of things that just drive me crazy when it comes to packaging sales and packaging resellers, because they're not getting past the gatekeeper and they're not talking to a decision maker who truly, and asking the right questions. I think that's another thing to keep in mind too. When you finally find somebody that you assume, and look, let's face it, sometimes we have to do our best guess that this person is a decision maker. And you can ask them and people will lie to you, because that's what customers do, is they lie. But you can actually, once you find that, we've got to ask the questions and then listen. What's the problem costing you? When do you need this? What would a victory look like to you? Because remember, if they have pain, their hair's already on fire. So the question is, how do we solve it, Mr. Customer, and make it in such a way that you win? And is that a complete replacement of this order in 2 weeks? Or is that something you just need something to show a new client? This is the critical thing that a lot of people miss out on, is they don't ask those questions and they assume. They assume that the customer needs all 100,000 by tomorrow. Well, that's not going to happen anyhow. They assume that the customer is going to just needs them right away. Without asking questions, we're guessing. The point is asking the customer what, and literally cataloging that in a way, meaning, do you need these next week? And how many do you need? And if I come through for you, can we get the next order? Again, so many times people will go out and become a hero, and then they move on and they say, thanks for your help. We'll get back to you. We'll let you quote on this. No. If you don't lock them down, if you don't understand how to set this up in such a way that says, okay, if I get you through this, can I get the next order? Or can we get first dibs on the next order? Or can we get where we need to be? Whatever that is. If we don't do that, that's our fault, okay? That's our fault. And this is what I mean by finding a decision maker, asking questions, and then listening. I hope you like this content. If you want more of it, I put together a specialized packaging alliance, a group of packaging professionals, if you will, that are in different facets of this industry. We talk strategy, sales, and marketing. I'll also be answering your questions. If you want to join, click the link below. Thanks. Now, the next step on this is stop selling commodity items, or only offering commodity items. In the packaging space, this is that proverbial, I only sell brown boxes and buckle wrap, or buckle for banding, or stretch wrap, or tape. That's all you're ever going to do. Let's face it, if you want to be a partner for your clients, it's not through stretch wrap. It's not going to be brown boxes, because they can get that crap anywhere. You may have the best brown boxes in the world, and they may be unbelievable. You know what? You're a Uline call away. You're out. When you're able to offer those things, that's fine. If you want to sell it, if somebody wants to pay for it. What I'm getting at is getting into specialized packaging, getting past commodity things, getting into types of packaging that nobody else has. If you can sell your client things that nobody else can, if you can sell your client things that very few companies can make, if you can sell them things that not only solve their problem, but actually make you money, why would you not go down that road? And the reason is a lot of sales reps in this world deal with fear. They allow fear to control the day. They allow their fear of not knowing what to say, or fear of not knowing what those products look like, or how to get them, or what do you even call them. That's where you find the right partner who can not only partner with you, but actually be there with you, whether they teach you virtually or hold your hand virtually or actually partner and be there with you. There are people out there that actually understand specialized packaging, how to find it, what it's called, how to use it, the questions to ask, the advantages that you have. That's the key thing here. When you want to get past selling commodity items, you got to get into that specialized world. And it is a specialized world, and it is out there. It's up to you to find it, okay? There are people out there that specialize in unique, innovative, problem-solving packaging, and it's important that you find them. I hope you like this content. If you want more of it, I put together a Specialized Packaging Alliance, a group of packaging professionals that are in different facets of this industry. So I'd love to have you join us, the Specialized Packaging Alliance. Check out the link below to learn more. Now, if you want to understand what specialized packaging is, let me give you some examples, okay? Let's not overthink this. Specialized packaging is really anything that solves problems, number one. But think of things like massive, big bag, tiny, minuscule, medical grade, biodegradable, compostable, recyclable, sustainable, hot fill, boilable. All those kind of things that are out there, it's absolutely critical that you understand those particular, or at least have enough to speak intelligently about those things. Food grade, laminated, barrier properties, printed, plain, a sample order, small runs, massive runs. All those buzzwords are part of and can be grouped into the conversation about specialized packaging. So when you're able to offer things, at least even talk intelligently to get in the door. This is another thing that goes back to Betty the clerk, gatekeeper. When you're talking above her or his head, that's one way very quickly for you to decipher whether that's truly, you can get past them. When you see them or him or her, I don't know what that means. Okay, who would know what that means? Oh, that's Sam, this guy. Okay, Sam now suddenly has become probably the decision maker. You see where I'm going? So when you can drop buzzwords out there like, innovative and boilable and hot fill and sustainable and laminated and barrier film and food grade and all that stuff, and you can get beyond, we sell corrugated boxes, you can get past the gatekeeper just with your terminology and vocabulary, okay? See where I'm going there? And then finally, the other thing you've got to understand too is once you specialize or you find out the opportunity, here's the thing that maybe you find a factory that, or you work with a company that has an advantage that nobody else has. Maybe they have a piece of machinery that makes a size bag that nobody else can make, or they make it inline, so that means it's not only higher quality, higher integrity, but it's going to be a lower cost. There's also factories you have advantages with. Maybe they've got more equipment or the ability to run more printing colors, or maybe they can add features to a bag or to a carton. There's all kinds of nuances to packaging. Let's just say a cap or a lid, a screw-on lid, okay? Who cares? Screw-on lid. But if you have a factory that can poke tiny little holes in that lid and make it a vented lid that allows outgas, suddenly you're one of like 2 companies that can do that in the world. And why would you want to sell a cap that everybody else can do when you can sell a vented cap that hardly anybody can do? You see where I'm going? Now, here's the key thing you have to keep in mind. Once you understand your supplier's advantages, okay? And you understand, for example, if you find an advantage and you're selling to the Hoover Company, okay, vacuum cleaners, most likely, common sense says, most likely if the Hoover Company has this problem, most likely Eureka or Bissell has that problem. Most likely they have either encountered that problem, solved that problem. Whatever it is though, here's the point. You're selling or working with the Hoover Company. The easiest way to get into other competitors of the Hoover Company is to drop the name, I'm working with the Hoover Company. If you're selling Moen faucets and you want to sell Kohler, you certainly reach out to Kohler and say, I'm working with Moen faucets on some cutting edge materials I'd love to have a conversation with. Who do I talk to? Is that you, Bob or Sam or Sally? My point is you name drop in there, and that's just this, like, I don't understand why packaging resellers don't think like this anymore. We need a strategic advantage, and we have it if we just think our way through. Selling on advantages, selling on specialized or specialty, selling on ways that you are beyond commodity positions you way beyond the traditional rep, okay? This is how you get beyond commodity sales. This is how you get beyond making pennies. You want to sell copy paper and labels and envelopes, knock yourself out. But why would you want to sell the Cleveland Clinic copy paper and envelopes when you can sell them their high-grade medical pouches to clean their surgical equipment, which, by the way, they need, which, by the way, their current factory is 8 months lead time out. Why would you not go down that road? Because you don't know what to call it? Find a specialized company or a specialized packaging company that can help you, educate you, carry you through that, partner with you, and suddenly you are now able to sell your existing customers. You already have a relationship with them. You can now sell them specialized packaging, higher margins, and eliminate your competition. You see where I'm going here? This is what I call specialized packaging 101, okay? I gave you the lowdown, getting past the commodity or selling commodity items into the specialized world, and I think you'll be better off. This is really where the rubber meets the road, and this is where true packaging resellers or packaging salespeople can grow their business exponentially, connecting those dots, growing the business. Suddenly you become a trusted partner. Now, I hope this is helpful. Reach out to us if we can help in any other way. And if you like this, click on the links and learn more. Thanks. I hope you enjoyed that episode. If you want to see more, here's another video that you can check out, and I hope you enjoy it. Thanks.